I'm back. So, um, the reason why I wanted to make videos of me working out today at Planet Fitness, um, stretching and doing squats was mostly because I want to talk about addiction today, and how important it is from experience. The fastest way to recovery is physical cardio. Is working out not only your heart but your legs, your butt, your glutes, your thighs. Um, it's very very important. I couldn't tell you how important that is if you're going through withdrawals or you're going through any type of obesity problems, because even then, right? People don't understand that whether you're getting high on dope or you're overindulging on food, right? Your body releases chemicals, endorphins and oxytocin and all these other different chemicals, that we can start naming, that are part of you, you got all these, there's so many of them we can start naming, and, you got testosterone in men, which men have more of, and, women have more of estrogen, and it's important to get those things leveled out. Well, a lot of people don't understand that. And you have to work your body out, you have to work your legs out in order to get those chemicals to release. And I can't tell you how important it is to run, um, walk, and squats. Mostly actually doing strength training, or squats in general. That's why it's so when you do squats, you get so lightheaded, or it feels so funny. Or if you actually squeeze, like if you go do a bunch of squats, man or female, woman or man, right? When you squeeze your muscles together, your butt cheeks and all that stuff, it's almost like an orgasm. It's a really really weird feeling. Some people don't like it. It actually makes them nauseous. It makes them lightheaded until they get used to it. Some people like it. They get addicted to it because they're releasing all those different chemicals, which a lot of it is made up of endorphins, which is indigenous morphine. Your body produces heroin, morphine, opium on its own. Very, very little amounts of it. That's why people, when they get addicted to drugs, whether it's cocaine or heroin or sugar, but sugar hits the same receptors in the brain as dope does in alcohol. Um, they go through the same withdrawals. Also, you'll notice that if you go to a rehab or those type of places, drug addicts, they'll hoard a bunch of candy. That's also why I'm addicted to sugar candy. I eat a lot of it, a shitload of it, because I have such a high tolerance for drugs and whatnot. I take in a lot of sugar. That's also why I work out a lot. I run a lot because I don't want to end up with diabetes. Um, you can. It's very, very easy to end up with blood problems, with sugar problems. Your body is made up of a lot of sugars, mostly sugars and water and proteins and whatnot. Um, and a lot of people don't understand too is, you know, the chemicals that they invent and stuff, like Vivitrol, right, or naloxone. Um, when you take that, not only does it block receptors in your brain, it blocks receptors for sugar as well. Um, So you gotta be very careful when you start taking medications or using those different things, to help you um, come out of addiction if you're in addiction. But I can tell you the number one thing, period, is working out, running, cardio, and squats. I couldn't tell you how important that is. It's so important. and the squats. And you gotta remember, I've mentioned before, you gotta touch your fingers together. You got to rub your feet. You got to take care of yourself, right? Your fingers, your feet, they're connected to the ground. They're like roots, right? You're supposed to touch the ground and ground yourself out. You're supposed to be touching the earth here and there. You're supposed to be touching each other, your fingers like this. All these different positions, all those. I'm not throwing up gang signs right now. I'm moving my fingers in different positions when I meditate, when I sit there and breathe, and it allows the energy to circulate through this side, right, into this arm when I breathe. And then when I'm grounded out on the ground, right, I will make sure my skin is on the actual dirt of the ground. I will make sure I'm in a nice cool area or I'm in a wet area. Sometimes it helps when the ground is wet. When you ground yourself out to the ground and you breathe in and you want to recharge yourself, you bring it you that's how you charge yourself. Um, but I've been on the treadmill for almost 40 minutes now. Just walking. It usually takes me about 40 minutes to walk 2 miles. I walk at 3 miles an hour. Um, I do run. Today I'm not running because my knee hurts a little bit. I have 5 screws in my knee. Um, I did the squats today, which I was going to show you guys, but I don't need to run today. And today's Monday, I'm getting broken in. So I usually take it easy on my first day, the first 2 days. And then the third, fourth day, I usually go hard. Sometimes I skip a day. It's different every time. And the reason why I do it every time different is I stay in a routine. I work out repeatedly in my routine, but I switch up my workout. I switch it up. I go at different times, so you shock your muscles. You don't want your muscles to ever get used to the same thing. So I try to twist my body and move my body ways that I normally wouldn't have done the week before, the day before, or try new things all the time. So I definitely recommend doing so.